Hi, in this video I'll be talking about parental burnout, what it is, how it might manifest for you, and when to know when to reach out for help. In case you've never seen a video of mine before, I am Annie. I am a health coach and a positive intelligence coach, and I mostly work with moms who are on the verge of burnout and who are looking to live a more calm and fulfilled life. So when preparing to make this video, I went and looked at the definition of burnout, and according to the WHO, it is not a medical condition. I was surprised to find that out. It is actually an occupational phenomenon, and I'm going to give you the exact definition. So it is a syndrome conceptualized as resulting from chronic workplace stress that has not been successfully managed. It is characterized by three dimensions: feelings of energy depletion or exhaustion, increased mental distance from one's job, or feelings of negativism or cynicism related to one's job, and reduced professional efficacy. It actually makes total sense that people have started using the term parental burnout. Why? Well, because being a parent is a full-time job, or one might say is even more than a full-time job. It's actually a 24/7 job. There was a video which I will link below. They set up a fake job interview and they posted an ad, and during the interview the interviewer was saying, this job requires this and this and that, and everybody was saying, this can be, is it even legal, is that even fair, but if we look at it, let's look at it together. So when you're a parent, you have a huge amount of responsibilities, and you have to have a very vast array of knowledge in all sorts of fields. So it's like you're a CEO, but it's even worse because somebody's life is at stake, and you have to know a bit about medical conditions. You have to know a little bit about psychology, well, a lot about psychology. You have to be able to cook, you have to be able to clean, you have to be able to sustain a household. So really a vast array of responsibilities. And then it requires you to be in excellent physical condition, because you'll be standing up most of the time, lifting things up, having very strong biceps. I swear, it's as if I go to the gym. I have such strong arms and a heavy toddler. But anyway, and so you're standing up most of the time. So excellent physical condition, excellent mental condition. You don't get any breaks, but you also don't get any holidays. And actually during holidays, your workload increases. And on top of that, you don't really get paid. There's no financial implication in this job. You also work overtime because your child might decide that even though bedtime is normally at 8, today we're going to sleep at 10 or 10:30 or 11 because life is very exciting. So that can happen as well. Overtime, weekends for sure. And you have to be comfortable with the idea that you will be living in a state of chaos most of the time while maintaining a very happy disposition. So that is the job description of a parent. So no wonder some people feel like they can't handle this job anymore. So what are some signs that you might be experiencing burnout, or you might be on the verge of burnout? I'm going to give you a list of things that I see in my clients or that I hear from friends. So this is not, obviously, I'm not a medical professional. It's really my personal and professional experience. And just like with any medical condition, or any condition for that matter, not everybody has the same symptoms, and not everybody experiences the same symptoms to the same degree, right? Might be slight differences. So not everything that I might say might resonate with you, but some things might. So the first thing is you wake up with very little energy. You're really dragging yourself out of bed. You're doing a really great job hiding it. You don't have any interests outside taking care of your children, and you don't feel that you have any energy to pursue any interest, even if you had any. You don't feel connected to any adult in your life, mostly because you haven't had a proper conversation with an adult in what feels like forever. And you can't even consider doing any form of exercise because your body just feels so tired and weak all the time. You are snapping at your children and your partner and pretty much everybody all the time. You feel like you're really tensed up all the time. You feel resentful and frustrated, and you're not even sure why. You don't feel like yourself. And if it were up to you, you would sleep for the whole day and you would wake up in an empty house. So to be honest, I would also like to do that. And yeah, I don't feel like I'm on the verge of burnout, but I would love to sleep the whole day and wake up in an empty house. Anyway, so, and on top of all of that, you experience a strong sense of guilt about having any negative emotions linked to your life, because you should be grateful, you should be happy. Everything seems, from the outside, everything seems perfect. You're feeling so low, and you really feel very guilty for feeling so low. So any of these, to any extent, could be signs that you are on the verge of burnout. And so I would like to ask you, and please be honest with yourself when you answer this question, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being burnout and 1 being fine, no problems whatsoever, what would you say? What is your number right now in your life? And be honest with yourself. And I would say if your answer is 9 or 10, then you should reach out for help. You should go to a medical professional. You should go to your doctor and tell them that you're feeling the way you are. But if you're below that, then I can definitely help you, because I can help that number stay the way it is, or even better, we can get that number down, because we're looking to prevent you getting into burnout. And so we don't want it to be at an 8 or a 9 or a 10. An 8 might still be okay, but a 9 or a 10, definitely not. You really have to look for another kind of help. But I can help you in different ways. I can help you by examining your mindset, looking at how we can replace those negative thoughts and negative emotions that are linked to the challenges that you're facing in your life, because I know how huge those challenges can be, and the huge amount of challenges that come with having kids. So I can help you with your mindset, and I can also help you to change your lifestyle and work with your body, so that you nourish your body with what it needs to be able to cope. So 2 different ways, the mind and the body, and they're not separate, by the way. They are linked. You can't be working on one and not working on the other. And I am a behavior change expert, so I'll help you put things in place in a pace that makes sense to you. And why should you ask for help? Because a lot of people don't, really. I see many women who you can tell that they're struggling, or you can't tell because they're hiding it very well and they don't even want to admit it themselves, but they are struggling, but they don't ask for help. But if you don't ask for help, no one will do it for you. There are some exceptions, of course, and you're lucky if you have a partner who is not stressed out and overwhelmed themselves, because often both parents are facing similar difficulties. But you might have a partner that is able to see that you're struggling and would support you in reaching out for help. But for most of us, help will not come our way unless we make it so. And also in our society, it's kind of considered normal for moms to struggle. It's normal. You're a mom. You go to the doctor, you tell them about your symptoms, and they tell you you have small kids, can't help you. It comes with the territory, right? But it shouldn't come with the territory. I really don't believe in that. And on top of that, we aren't meant to raise children the way we are raising them nowadays. We normally should be part of a tribe. We should be raising our children together with our mothers and grandmothers and aunts and uncles and cousins and everything. And we don't have that. We're really doing it by ourselves. Remember that job description. It's like you're a CEO, but you have nobody to delegate things to. So you have to be doing everything. You have to be the CEO and the employees at the same time. And it's not supposed to be like that, right? You run a company, but you're not a one-man show. Well, sometimes you are, but that is a very depleting role to be in, but most of us are in that role. And so there's no shame in admitting that this job that we chose to do is really hard and that we need some help. Think about Formula One cars, right? They go round and round and round. At some point they stop because they need to change their tires and they need to check that everything is okay. So please stop your car before it hits a wall. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe. See you next time.